Happening today, millions of families with children will see more money in their bank account. This as a part of the newly expanded child tax credit.
An estimated 35 million U.S. households qualify for that credit, and they will get their first payment today. Joining us live to break it all down is Beth Dyer from Jackson Hewitt. Good morning to you, Beth.
Good morning.
Okay, good morning. So tell us, what is this child tax credit and who does it impact? Obviously, people who have kids that are, 18 and younger?
Yeah, so it's a credit for individuals who, on a very basic level, who claim children on their tax returns.
Okay, but there are some salary requirements, right?
Yes, there are, and those they're different for everybody. So I would encourage everyone to go on to irs.gov. On a general level, it's 75,000 for single and 150,000 for married filing joint.
Okay, so today is this first advance monthly payment. So what exactly does that mean? How is this tax credit rolling out this year?
So you're going to get half of the credit early, and you're going to get it in 6 installments, so once a month for 6 months, and that's going to equal half of the credit, and then the rest of the credit will be on the tax return. So if you don't get all of the credit during these months, then you can reconcile and get them on the tax return itself on 2021 return.
Okay. And then how does it work as far as when people go to file next year? Will they owe anything if they got this money? Is there any of that going on, or is it just totally tax-free?
It's completely refundable this year. So there shouldn't be much, but there's going to be a lot of changes. And I encourage people to get the letter that they're going to send you in January, and that'll tell you how much that they sent you. Bring that to your tax pro.
Okay, so what's the thinking here in rolling out part of this tax credit as monthly payments rather than saving it all for those tax returns? Are officials hoping that this has any kind of economic impact?
Yeah, we're just helping families out during the year.
Okay.
And increasing that cash flow and not just at
Yep.
tax season. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, what if, I mean, have you heard of people not wanting this payment, and how would that work?
Yeah, there are ways to opt out online through irs.gov through their child tax credit portal. People who would want to opt out are people who may not be claiming a child on the 2021 return, but they're going to get the payments. Those people may have to end up paying back those amounts. And people whose income increases, so they're no longer eligible, or people who typically owe a lot of taxes who just want that big chunk on their tax return. Those individuals may want to opt out, and you can do that online through irs.gov through the child tax credit portal.
Okay, so yeah, that would be one of those cases if you look ahead and think, hey, I'm someone who might end up having to pay this back. What would be the qualification deadline for you to no longer meet the requirements?
It's right now it's going monthly. So if you have a change in your filing status or children, then you can go online and opt out. And they're saying it could take about a month, and then the following month you'll get the change on your child tax credit.
So if a family is making, less than $100,000 right now, they're well within that qualification range, but they're looking down the road and thinking, I'm going to get, promoted, or I'm getting a bonus here in a couple of months and I would no longer qualify, they would want to opt out at that point in time?
They could, but this is for 2021. So if you're still under the income limits by the end of December, then you should be okay.
Okay, interesting information. Well, Beth Dyer from Jackson Hewitt, thanks for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, and of course you can read everything you need to know about the child tax credit on coin.com.
Okay, 7:13 right now. We want to check in on that forecast. Meteorologist Kelly Bayern here looking at,